Three-game series. Night game tonight, 2-day games, and then the Rays will return home for just a brief stop on Tuesday and Wednesday nights at Tropicana Field against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kevin Cash looking out of the Rays dugout. We'll take a look at the lineup presented by your local Ford dealers. Yandy Diaz in the leadoff spot. He'll be playing first base, hitting in front of Tommy Pham in left. Austin Meadows hits third. He is the DH. Abisail Garcia in right field hitting cleanup, with Willie Adames, the shortstop, hitting fifth. Daniel Robertson at third, hitting sixth. Travis d'Arnaud is going to do the catching. Brandon Lau at second base hitting eighth. And Guillermo Heredia will bat ninth, playing center field.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the New York Yankees going to be left-hander CC Sabathia, making his seventh start of the season. And you can see by the innings pitched, he has become a 5-inning guy. He's gone at least 5 innings in all 6 starts. One start he went 5 1/3. So that's what Aaron Boone is looking for from CC. Get me 15 outs, and then I will turn it over to a very strong bullpen. Let's take a look at the defense and see how it's going to line up behind him here tonight. Brought to you by Gold and Diamond Source. And in the outfield, left to right, we've got Brett Gardner, Aaron Hicks, and Clint Frazier. And across that infield, third to first, Gio Urshela, Gleyber Torres, DJ LeMahieu, and Luke Voigt, with Gary Sanchez behind the plate.
And the manager of this New York Yankee ball club, Aaron Boone, in his second season. We are all set to play baseball. Yandy Diaz stepping in here against the veteran lefty, 38-year-old CC Sabathia. First pitch is a strike. Fastball into Diaz around 90. And he goes in there again. Appeared to be a little off the plate, moving in toward the hitter, but it's good enough for a called strike.
Well, that would be a disadvantage for this Rays lineup if CC's getting that pitch on a regular basis. That was a couple inches off the plate.
And Diaz tried to check and could not. He is out on strikes.
Boy, what a sequence of pitches there by Sabathia. Got the benefit of a call. Then you put the hitter on his heels, and he just cannot hold up on that cutter that was up there near the shoulders. And that was the right call.
So one away for Tommy Pham. And the pitch is too low. Pham in at 283. And fifth in the American League in walks. On the ground is short, stays down, and Torres makes the play. A strikeout and a ground out to begin this one. Well, tonight's jackpot brought to you by the Florida Lottery. And Austin Meadows, coming off that series against the Yankees at Tropicana Field, 5 out of 12, a couple of home runs, and that .417 average. Meadows hitting .348 overall.
And that's why you see him, not just that average, but he hits lefties, he hits righties. That's why, you know, he's in this position here in the 3-hole. Kevin Cash wanting to assure him a good number of at-bats in tonight's game.
Little popper into shallow left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Gardner in to make the pickup as Meadows is aboard.
Now, how about that? Just squirting that ball into left field. Did not hit it well, but got enough of it. He was able to drop it out there for a base hit. Keep this inning alive. They're trying to come in, and that ball does come in, but a little slap shot.
Well, that will get the red-hot Abisail Garcia to the plate here in the first inning with a runner on.
Well, as we saw and talked about in the open, staying through the middle of the field, letting the ball travel. He's not jumpy at the plate now, getting out in front of everything or letting pitches beat him. He is right on time with the swing.
After the pitch up and a miss, strike one.
And very thankful that you get 3 strikes in an at-bat.
Garcia 5 of 18 in his career against Sabathia with a home run. Now a start by the runner, swing and a miss, and the throw is not going to be in time. Meadows spinning his wheels for a moment before finding traction, and he's in with a steal.
Well, and he got such a good jump too, and there was that little bit of a slip, and thank goodness, you know, you're running on an off-speed pitch, and how about the way that he was able to get to top speed, and this play really not that close. Oh, that's scary. You're trying to get that good jump off first move, and you did get a good jump, but then that foot comes loose.
Gives him 4 or 5 in the steal department. 2 strikes on Garcia. Lays off that pitch in.
Well, that's one thing that we've seen already a lot of from CC Sabathia. The back-to-back start. You know, what do you do? Do you change up your game plan at all? But with all 4 of the hitters so far, Sabathia coming in with the fastball and the cutter.
Little tapper right side. It'll be gloved by Voit, and he makes the play unassisted. Base hit, the man left. We go to the bottom of the first, no score.
Your summer starts here. Time to hit the road with a great deal on a new Toyota. And who knows what fun treats you'll find along the way.
Like barbecue, lobster,
Beignets,
street tacos. What is lengua?
it's trunk.
Oh.
Right now, during Toyota's Summer Starts Here event, get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2019 Toyota Tacoma. That's just 0% APR on the Toyota Tacoma.
Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
Right now, during City Furniture's Memorial Day sale, you can lounge like this for $4.99. Set the scene like this for $8.99. And welcome guests like this for $5.99. Because with 48 months, no interest, free shipping, and convenient online shopping, we're making it easy so everyone can live like this.
Rays, Yankees, tomorrow on Fox Sports Sun.
On to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Take a look at the New York starting lineup. Presented by your local Ford dealers. DJ LeMahieu leads it off, followed by Aaron Hicks returning to the lineup. Luke Voit, Gary Sanchez, Kendrys Morales, the DH. Gleyber Torres, followed by Clint Frazier, Brett Gardner, and Gio Urshela.
Well, Ryan Stanek will be making his 12th start/open of the season. And you see the previous 11 have been very, very good. All 3 of the earned runs came in 1 outing. Outside of that, he's been flawless.
First pitch is a strike call. That pitch at 97 up. And the call goes to Stanek. Strike 1. High fly ball right center. And way over there toward right is Heredia. He covers a lot of ground and had a lot of time to get over there. He says, there you go.
Well, let's
Helping
go.
you out, he says.
Let's set the Rays defense, Dwayne. Brought to you by Gold and Diamond Source. The rest of these guys, because in the outfield left to right, we've got Tommy Pham, Kelly Leak, and Avisail Garcia. And across that infield, third to first, Daniel Robertson, Willie Adames, Brandon Lau, and Yandy Diaz with Travis d'Arnaud behind the plate.
Coach told me to catch everything I could. Heredia was right there.
My goodness.
There's Aaron Hicks. Pitch is down. Hicks back off the disabled list. As you know, the Yankee injury story, they have been overburdened with trips to the disabled list. Hasn't affected them much. They're 26-16. A half game back of the Rays. 2-0 the count on Hicks.
Well, hard to believe, too, the first 3 series that they played here in the Bronx, they lost. They went 1-2 in each of the first 3 series, and since then been very tough to beat here, and they've been very good on the road.
3-ball, no strike count to Hicks.
And I think if you're looking at Major League Baseball national storylines, that has to be one of the top. The fact that they're only a half a game back of the Rays with that injured list that is extensive.
There's a strike. It's 3-1. And a strike call to run the count full. Fastball on the edge. So what started as a 3-0 count, now 3-2. And strike 3 call. Fastball right there above the knees.
And that's one of those at-bats that you just wonder what Aaron Hicks is looking for. You've got a guy out there who throws 97 to 99, loves to use the fastball, and after a 3-0 count came back with 3 in a row. In fact, the last 2 almost in the same exact spot, and the bat never left the shoulder.
So 2 up, 2 down. Here's Luke Voigt. He's in double figures with 10 home runs. Has been a big RBI man for them in the top 10 in the American League. 8th with 32 runs batted in. A lot of power, a lot of strikeouts. Starts to go, checks.
You know, and organizations don't mind that. If you're going to give me a lot of power, you're going to be a 35 to 40 home run type guy. I don't care if you strike out. Just run into that one every now and then and knock in 2-3 runs. And Luke Voigt has certainly done that since becoming a Yankee.
Now 3-0. Terry Sanchez on deck. It's the same thing there. He'll strike out, but he has a ton of power. Swinging, lifting a high fly ball into right field. Garcia is there for this one. And that retires the side. Swinging 3-0. No score through 1.
At Lazy Days, we're RV people. We can't wait to get to work, so we can help you save on over 1,500 RVs during mega markdowns. All 2018s and 19s must go, like new travel trailers, $99 a month. Lazy Days RV, I-4 exit 10.
Eldorado's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Choose huge discounts or free accessories. The more you buy, the more you save. The Memorial Day sale is going on now at all Eldorado Furniture showrooms.
Since our wedding, we've been obsessed with the idea of owning a home. We heard about Suncoast Credit Union. Anyone who lives or works along Florida's West Coast can bank there. They said we'd be treated right. We totally were. They offered a low-rate mortgage for first-timers like us, helped us find our dream home, and we got discounted broker commission. Who knew a credit union could do all that? Banking with Suncoast helped us go from, is this possible, to the possibilities are endless.
Your fantastic future starts here. See what banking at Suncoast can do for you.
At Panera, our salads are uniquely crafted with peak season berries, creamy avocado, and a dressing fit for a goddess. Come taste what a salad should be. And with Panera Catering, there's more to go around. Panera, food as it should be.
But the best record in all of baseball now, the Rays, a lot of their offensive players have really kicked it in. They just get after it.
How could they not be looked at as one of the more talented teams in the American League right now?
A line drive home run for Yandy Diaz. Still on the move. He got deep to center. Gone. Throw down. There. Gonna get out at second base.
Strike three call. Game over. Rays win.
Well, we are scoreless as we head into the top of the second inning here at Yankee Stadium, and let's look at a scouting report on CC Sabathia, brought to you by Auto Nation. Loves the Bronx. 3 starts here at Yankee Stadium. He's 2-0 with a 1.80, and then a quick change, Dwayne. I had a second bullet point, but we're going to change it and go with get him out of there. And what I mean by that, we saw in the first inning, get him out of the game, that'd be number 1. But in that first inning, how many fastballs and cutters in? So the Rays hitters have to get him out of their kitchen. Either take those pitches for balls or get the barrel out and sting a couple. Like that.
Foul ball up the left side. Now that's the idea.
That's it. That's exactly right. If he wants to live inside, then go ahead. He's not going to blow you away with the velocity. So get the barrel out and sting a couple of those, and you'll force him back out over the plate or away.
Well, Adames up in the 5th spot in the Rays lineup against him. That's a high pop foul. Voigt's after it near the dugout. And that's the first out.
I mean, in the same way, Adames, now we've got 5 hitters, and CC has said, I am coming in, and I'm coming in early and often. And so, you know, if we're recognizing it up here, you would certainly hope that the Rays hitters are, and I'm certain they are. And so maybe a tweak to the game plan is in order.
Well, here's Daniel Robertson. Let's see what he can do. Robertson hitting 6, playing third base. And that first pitch in is a strike on the corner.
Here's my fear, though. And CC Sabathia is a smart, wily veteran pitcher. Just about the time he gets you thinking about the pitch in is when he'll start going away. And now he's got you all messed up. But early, he wants to be right in there.
1-1. Well, and that's the combination of confidence and know-how of a guy who's been around as long as he has to stay in there the way he does. It's a foul ball.
Yeah, he can't beat you with stuff anymore, but he can beat you with his mind and with execution of pitches. Nothing straight with him. You know, you're going to see a ton of cutters, slider. You will see the traditional fastball, but even that has some arm side run to it. Change up. Both sides of the plate, up and in again.
And this pitch is skied to center. Hicks to his left and in a bit. 2 gone.
And notice how Gary Sanchez is setting up. He's almost standing up. I mean, he's got the glove up around the letters and shoulder area of some of these hitters. So this is a concerted effort to establish that inside part of the plate, especially up. Look where he's at. Didn't quite get there, but still effective.
Yeah, and he and John Tumpain, the plate umpire, having a little discussion. Tumpain says, hey, I can't see.
That's about right. I mean, think about it.
It's a pitch up to D'Arnaud. 1 ball, no strikes. You can see the plate umpire trying to find his spot back there with Sanchez when he gets up as high as he does. Down here. And it's 1-1 to the Rays catcher. Well, with the injury bug behind the plate, the Rays have added their 6th catcher of the season. 2-1. Darno following Zunino and Perez. Bim Boom on the DL. Ground ball by the mound. And that's going to get beneath Torres' glove and head into left center field. Boy, it appeared on the crisscross that Torres might actually come up with that ball, but it stayed down.
And it did sneak under the glove, and again with 2 outs, the Rays able to get a base runner. Had a defense pretty well, but boy, did he place that perfectly. And you're right, that ball stays down and can't reach it.
So the first hit for Darno in a Rays uniform. Brandon Lau. Swing and a miss. The Rays adding Harry Kratz to their roster after the injury to Bim Boom. Wow, a .285 average starting play. 1-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Rays got the 2-out single from Meadows in the first. Left him at second base. Now a 2-out single from Darno. And the close pitch, and that's going to be ball 3. Sabathia 2-1 on the year. The .326 ERA coming in, and he gives up the walk. So with 2 outs, 2 men aboard now, the walk to Lau pushes Darno into scoring position.
Well, and you get Heredia to the plate here. Now, obviously, you'd like a big 2-out hit, score a run or two, but even if you don't, you're going to flip the lineup, which is also a plan of attack here against Sabathia, because he doesn't get deep into very many games. You give guys as many looks as you can against him.
Heredia batting .225 with a home run and 6 runs batted in. And to take wide. One and one. Heredia had a double off Sabathia at Tropicana Field last Saturday. Upstairs, 2-1. Two-one delivery. Going to even the count. A base hit and a walk, both coming with 2 outs. 2 men on, 2-2 the count. Pops it up. That will carry right back into the stands. Forcing another 2-2.
And the last couple of pitches, you know, coming in once again, trying to speed up that swing of Heredia. And it'll be real interesting to see here if Sabathia stays with that idea or all of a sudden you go away with something off speed. Either the changeup or that little backdoor cutter. You can go with a backdoor slider. You've got him aware of the pitch in, and you've sped up the swing.
And a little popper on the right side. Second baseman LeMahieu handles it. The Rays lead 2 through an inning and a half. No score.
All SUVs are on sale from $209 a month during the SUV sales event. Honda, the best SUV brand for 2019. Save on HR-V. It's spacious with smart technology for $209 a month. The CR-V, KBB.com's best buy of the year, $249 a month. Or the 7-passenger Pilot. Save thousands with 0.9% financing. Plus the all-new Passport in stock and on sale now at your local Honda dealer.
Oh yeah, I like it. Introducing the complete steakhouse dinner now at Outback. Get your choice of soup or salad, entree like our signature sirloin, and dessert starting at $14.99. Hurry in for this complete dinner before it's completely gone. Outback Steakhouse, Aussie rules.
Planning a vacation? Looking for big spaces and great places? Marriott Vacation Club Rentals has spacious vacation villas with all the comforts of home, including a master bedroom suite, a fully equipped kitchen, and a separate living and dining area. Plus, you'll enjoy guaranteed Marriott quality.
Florida residents receive 20% off a resort stay in Orlando. Visit MarriottRays.com.
Experience Tropicana Probiotics. Delicious 100% juice with a billion active cultures. Drink it every day and feel like a billion.
Tropicana Probiotics. Also available in convenient single serve.
Our Toyota inside look. We go to the bottom of the second with Gary Sanchez about to lead it off. The average home run exit velocity, Sanchez sitting atop that list. There's some pretty good power right there. Sanchez 111.4, topping the list. Former Ray C.J. Cron's on there, Joey Gallo, Pete Alonso from Tampa and UF, and of course Abisail Garcia on the list. So here is Sanchez. And a fastball taken, strike one. Big cut right there. 97 with that fastball up.
Now, those are tough pitches to get to, and boy, do they look appealing. But with Stanek's velocity, and that's why he's been so effective as an opener. You know, he comes right out of that bullpen knowing 2 innings is going to be the max. So he can turn it loose, and that fastball's upper 90s right out of the chute.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Needed a cutoff man for that split. I'll tell you, the split and the slider, they've been weapons for Stanek too. It hasn't been just about the fastball. The secondary pitches have really come a long way from a season ago.
And he gets him. It's a great pitch right there. And boy, the combination of those two, as you point out, B.A., they can make it impossible for hitters.
Well, and he's got great arm speed on that split. Look at how it tumbles right to the bottom of the zone. How about the adjustment made? You know, the previous one, he threw about 47 feet. And then he's able to come right back with the confidence to say, I know what adjustment I need to make it a swing and miss pitch, and he did.
There's Kendrys Morales, the latest addition to this New York lineup. Morales, the DH. Two and oh, boy, with Morales up there from the left side, that right field porch appears even shorter.
And we know what kind of power he has. He's displayed it against the Rays over the last few seasons.
There it goes. That is a fair ball and gone. What a shot.
Yeah.
1-0 New York.
Well, and Dwayne, this is how this team has been able to hang around. A lot of different moving parts and a lot of different guys contributing. Kendrys Morales has been a Yankee for a few days, and this pitch does not quite get up to the letters where Stanek wanted it. And an absolute no-doubter, like the third level here.
It's a matter of fair or foul. Stayed fair and right into that third deck. Pitch up to Torres. Third home run given up by Stanek this year. Two and oh. Well, you have to believe when the Yankees got Morales, that's what they had in mind. Especially at Yankee Stadium. It's a high pop foul, and Diaz has room and makes the catch to retire Gleyber Torres. So 2 gone. There's 314 right down that line, and that one was going to get out of anywhere. Clint Frazier, a .280 average. He has 6 home runs. One and one.
Boy, this is another guy, Clint Frazier, getting the call to come back to the big club and immediately pay dividends. Like I said, you don't have the injury list that they have and be in the position they're in without getting contributions from a lot of unheralded, under the radar. Maybe they weren't counting on them this early in the season.
Trying to catch up there, and it's 1-2 now. Yeah, the lineup's missing a number of hitters, and the pitching staff and Betances, boy, they get him back in their bullpen. Their starters might only have to go a couple innings.
They're so deep out there.
There's strike 3 called on Frazier. Fastball in the upper part of the zone. A run on the home run by Morales. We go to the third. 1-0 New York.
More people are switching to Ram than ever before because Ram gives you more towing, more luxury. And we've got the most awarded truck in America, so you can...
Yes, Team President Brian Auld, and we are joined with a lot of our loyal Rays sponsors who are at the game with us today. And Brian, how cool is it to be here watching this game with some of the people that mean so much to this organization?
It's absolutely great. I've been fortunate enough to go on all the tours this morning at MLB Network. We got to see Tommy Pham and Austin Meadows and hear a little about what they're working on with their strokes. And it's just been great. These partners are the lifeblood of the organization. We partner with them not just on marketing the team, but also in the community. And so thrilled to have them here.
Yeah, how much do you appreciate these sponsors? I mean, some of them have been with the team since the team started in 1998.
I don't think there are words that could describe it. You know, we've talked a lot about the corporate support and the need for it in the Tampa Bay area, and these are the companies that have been doing it, many for upwards of 2 decades now. And so we're incredibly grateful to these folks. They're all big Rays fans, and I think it's been pretty neat for them to get to travel with the team a bit, stay at the team hotel, and spend some time with guys.
All right, you hear the clapping up here. We've got some passionate Rays fans in the suite. All right, let's talk a little baseball now. The Rays right now, we're kind of going through a little bit of adversity with the injury bug, but they have been resilient, and their resolve has been at least what I have found most impressive. But how impressed are you with the way that they've still been able to go out there and produce amidst this adversity?
Well, I think there's been a couple games we could have won but didn't, but the guys are, you know, have taken a look at the standings. They recognize that they played really well for a while, and that's put us in a really great position. This team is built for depth, and so we've been able to withstand some of those injuries. Look, the catching situation is challenging, and we certainly want to get our guys back as soon as we possibly can, but I don't think there's a person in that clubhouse who doesn't believe they've got a great team and that they can come out and compete each and every night.
All right, thanks so much, Brian. We love having all of our sponsors here. Hopefully we get some good luck for the Rays today from some of our most loyal sponsors. Dwayne and VA, let's send it back to you guys.
All right, Tricia, well done. And, of course, when you're playing in the Big Apple against the Yankees, you can use all the support you can muster as the Rays and the Yankees square off here tonight with first place in the American League East at stake. The count is full to Yandy Diaz leading off the third, and the pitch down and in, and he is out on strikes.
Well, here we are starting the second time through the order, and Sabathia not straying from the script at all. In, make these hitters aware of the pitch in, and once I feel like I've got you aware, then I'll go back out away from you soft. But boy, how about that full count fastball, and let's just challenge you.
Now Tommy Pham, he was out short to first his first time, fouls it back. Ground ball, that's headed up the middle. Base hit into center. Tommy Pham picks up his first hit of the night, his first off Sabathia after going 0 for 5 against him. Comes up with a base hit with 1 out in the third.
Well, he beats the heavy shade, finds an opening up there the right side of the mound. Pushes that one into center field, and a 1 out base runner.
Well, Austin Meadows picked up a base hit in the first inning. He's now hitting .356 on the year. He came into this game hitting .389 against left-handed pitching.
He doesn't pull off. You know, when you see left-handed hitters who can handle left-handed pitching, they're guys that don't pull off pitches. They stay through the middle of the field, and so they stay on those pitches that are down and away, that left-handers. See, that's what you don't see a lot of. Left on left fastballs in. Typically not a very comfortable pitch for a pitcher to make because he doesn't see too many lefties. And so they want to stay middle away for the most part. But Sabathia knows that he needs to use both sides of the plate to be successful.
Down and away and blocked by Sanchez. Takes the count to 1-1. That catches the knees. 1-2. 38-year-old left-hander CC Sabathia. Ground ball right side. Out at second, over to first. That's not going to be in time. So LeMahieu with the pickup and the toss to second for the force. And Meadows beat the backside.
You know what hurt on that play, Dwayne, is because the way the defense was set up, Gleyber Torres could not step into the throw. If he's playing a traditional shortstop and he's able to come across the bag, but see, he had to just throw that all arm and from really a flat foot style of throwing, and that's why Meadows is able to beat it out, where if he's playing a traditional shortstop coming and getting that throw with momentum going towards first base, they probably do turn the double play.
So the inning continues with a runner at first, and Avisail Garcia stepping in, right side of the field open, and a little bounding ball third base. Urshela makes the throw to first. No runs, a hit, one left. Bottom of inning 3 coming, 1-0 New York.
You believe in high standards and great value. Good on you. Get ready for the summer season with Joseph Abboud linen sport coats for $199.99 and designer suits starting at $279.99. Now through Sunday, shop online and in-store. Only at Men's Warehouse.
At Lazy Days, we're RV people. We can't wait to get to work, so we can help you save on over 1,500 RVs during mega markdowns. All 2018s and 19s must go, like new travel trailers, $99 a month. Lazy Days RV, I-4 exit 10.
Coors Light is cold packaged. For peak refreshment. The world's most refreshing beers, Coors Light.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
And a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. The all-new BMW 3 Series. Visit your South Florida BMW centers today for exceptional offers.
Hands up if you're ready to party on Friday with your Rays. Head to your local participating 7-Eleven to pick up a voucher for $7.11 tickets. Continue saving with $5 Bud and Bud Lights on the Budweiser porch. Visit RaysBaseball.com/specials. Rays up.
Join the Rays Street team this Sunday at Rumpfish Beach Resort by Trade Winds on St. Pete Beach for a Rays watch party. The Rays take on the New York Yankees at 1:05, and the live pregame show begins at 12:30. For more information, visit RaysBaseball.com/radio. Rays up. Brett Gardner to open the bottom of the third for New York. Rays with Yanni Chirinos taking over on the hill. 2 innings for the opener. Stanek and now Chirinos.
Well, he is on for the 9th time. Record of 5-1. In fact, he picked up that 5th win against the Yankees last Saturday. ERA of 3.61, 42 and a third innings of work.
So he's made 4 starts and then into this role as the bulk guy. The pitch is a strike to Gardner. So Stanley gave up the home run. That's the only hit he gave up. Struck out 3. Gardner lifts it foul back at third. Robertson has a play and makes the catch. Step or 2 from the stands. 1 away.
You're getting close to that little screen over there too, that netting that's up in front of the stands, and so that comes into play, and you can see Robertson able to flag that down. Ted Barrett making sure it's in that glove. Out number 1. I love how he looks right into the glove to make sure it's there.
Yep. Follow the ball. It's Gio Urshela. That's a strike. Urshela hitting .330. He's been one of those guys filling in and doing a great job for New York. Outstanding defensively, and he has contributed mightily with the offensive side of his game.
And think about this. Think about, Urshela. Think about Yandy Diaz. Both of these teams are getting more out of those guys offensively than they saw up in Cleveland. Urshela was a glove-first guy. Couldn't really put together the offensive side of things. Yandy Diaz, he hits the ball hard. Average, not too bad. Can't get it in the air. Doesn't show a lot of power. He leads the team in home runs for the Rays, and Urshela's been raking for the Yankees.
Takes this one the other way and drops it in front of Garcia for a base hit. 1 out single. One on, 1 out now to the top side of the lineup. One thing Chirinos has been very good about is limiting base runners. And when you look at his whip, he's 3rd in the American League behind Justin Verlander and Tyler Glasnow. That whip is 0.92.
Well, you think about it, it's now, what, 40?
Popper. That's Lau settling under it.
Well, now he's at 43 innings with the first 2 outs of this, and only 8 walks. Yep. So he's really done a great job of limiting walks and said, if you're going to make your way onto base, you're going to earn it. And he's been pretty good there, too, and keeping that whip under 1. That's elite level stuff. Yeah, and if you're mentioned up, there with Verlander and Glasnow, the starts that those two have had, enough said.
Here's Aaron Hicks. It's down. Well, if you continue to be in that class and come close to the whip that he has right now, you extend that over a long period, that's a guarantee of success.
You're limiting base runners. Yep. And you limit base runners, then you limit opportunities to score.
So fly ball toward right center. Abisail Garcia gathers it in. No runs a hit. The man left. We're going to go to the 4th. 1-0 New York.
Saving time. It doesn't always have to be a compromise. It isn't just one less line. It's one more moment to remember. It isn't just 20 minutes less prep time. It's 20 minutes more us time. It's one less trip and one less goodbye. It's making time.
Triple threat when it comes to lefties. We're seeing one of the all-time best here, especially when it comes to strikeouts among lefties. Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, and then CC Sabathia.
I mean, think about that. The only 3 lefties in the history of the game.
Here's Adames getting hold of one, sending it deep to left, and that's out of here. Willie Adames hitting his 2nd home run of the year. Adames has just tied this game.
Well, here you go, trying to go away. See, that ball comes back in, and Willie's able to just sweep it out to left field. And how about this, Dwayne? That is the 5th home run that Sabathia has given up here this season on the first pitch of an at-bat.
That's a foul ball. Well, that's 9 pitches or 9 home runs total he's given up, and 5 on the first pitch. Wow.
Up there ready to hit, and if something leaks out over the plate, guys are taking advantage, and Willie right there to tie it.
There's Robertson lifting a fly ball up the right field line. That's going to be a foul ball and caught by Frazier. Just a step into foul territory. You know, interesting with Adames hitting 5th in the lineup for the Rays against Sabathia. You know, he came into the game hitting .236 overall with 1 home run. And against lefties, 154.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't have him lead off.
Of course.
I mean, right?
He'll be there tomorrow. He's a lefty.
It does not make sense, but how often does it work out?
Here's Darno driving one to left all the way to the track, and Gardner gets back. Had to turn around and make that catch. He had to get back there in a hurry. That ball almost got by him.
And there seemed to be, at least the route that he took, there's some English on that ball. He did get turned around. You can see what in the world. You know, Brett Gardner, an accomplished outfielder at multiple positions, and this ball whacked pretty good. He goes back and then realizes, oh, and all of a sudden you've got to do that inside hip turn. Boy, caught that right at the edge of the glove too, and was like, you got to be kidding me, or something to that effect.
Now here's a base hit pulled through the right side by Lau. He got that through the shift, and Brandon is aboard. Now the Rays swinging early in these counts.
How about that? And now they're not wasting any time whatsoever. Going right out there and trying to hammer home. Sabathia trying to come in once again. It does not get there. And Lau rips it into right. Another 2-out base runner.
Guillermo Heredia with Lau at first, a run home. He's after the first pitch and misses. Strike one. Trying to lift that pitch. Ground ball third. Down to second base. They get the force. Rays are finished in the 4th inning, but they pick up a run on the home run by Adames. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1.
The Memorial Day sales event is here. You know exactly what you want. It's time to make your move. Get the best deals of the season on the all-new Ranger, F-150, and Super Duty, the best-selling truck 42 years straight. Make your move today. Now get 0 for 72 or 11,000 total savings on a 2019 F-150. Plus, first responders, all active military, veterans, and retirees get an additional $1,000 appreciation cash on top of current offers.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
The highly intelligent Audi A4. Get an exceptional offer on this A4 at your local Audi dealer.
See every catch wherever you are on Fox Sports Go.
The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Tropicana Field. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem special check-in offers, access exclusive content, and a lot more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Luke Voigt to begin the bottom of the 4th inning takes a pitch up. Well, it's a 1-1 ball game. Just 7 pitches in the top of the 4th. One of them, the first pitch, hit out by Willy Adames. 1-1 count to Voit. Sanchez next, and then Morales. Two and one. Yanni Chirinos following Stanek. 2 innings for Ryan Stanek. 1 hit, the Morales home run. That'll take the count to 2-2. A little tap charged by Robertson, tries to barehand it and cannot make the play. He was way deep at third, and that big swing and that little dribbler by Voit gives him a base hit.
I think with Voit running, even though he had to go a long way, if he's able to barehand this, he's going to get him. But you see that ball gets down around the pinky and the ring finger, and forget it at that point. He's got a good beat on it, puts himself in position. Those can be tricky plays to make.
Voit reaching on the infield hit, and that puts him aboard with Gary Sanchez, the hitter. Strike one to Sanchez.
Well, this is where you think about Yanni Chirinos and his ability to get ground balls when he needs them. Good sinker, good slider, good combo to keep the ball on the ground if he wants to stay in the bottom third of the zone.
Fly ball, center field. Heredia there to make the catch, and Voit will hold at first. That's the first out. And that'll be Kendrys Morales. Well, Morales up in the count 2-0, hit one a mile down the right field line into the third deck. His second home run. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The StatCast AI powered by AWS. No doubt upon contact.
None whatsoever. Just what deck was he going to end up in? And it was the front row or the third deck. Hit it right to Bob Uecker.
2-0. Popped up left side and headed for the seats. 2-1. The Yankees got Morales from Oakland. Now it's even 2-2.
That is the perfect sinker right there. The perfect sinker. 95, good arm side run and sink, and right to the corner of the plate. I mean, what in the world could Kendrys Morales have done with that pitch? I'd go do it again.
Into the dirt. A nice stop by d'Arnaud.
Boy, another pitch that was spiked, and yeah, a great job of not only getting in front of it, but keeping it right in front. That ball, boy, he didn't have a chance. You see him kind of wrapping that body around it to keep it on his front side with the runner on.
Runner on the move, and the pitch is foul back. Voit will retrace his steps. Full count, 1 out. Has an eye on Phil Nevin across the diamond, the third base coach. Two and a little tap. Runner was moving. He'll go up to second. The play's at first. Voit up to second. Morales out. Chirinos to Diaz. So a man in scoring position with 2 outs for New York. Gleyber Torres coming on to bat.
And he's been swinging a hot bat. You know, they had the day off yesterday like the Rays, but in that Wednesday doubleheader against the Baltimore Orioles, 3 home runs in that 2-game set. So I got to be careful with him.
He sends a high foul out of play up the right side. Well, a 5-game hitting streak, including the 3 home runs and 2 doubles, batting .444 in that stretch. Well, you think about that day he put together against Baltimore. Just not yet 23 years old. The only other Yankee hitter to do that was Joe DiMaggio when he was 23, had a 3-homer day. Interestingly enough, DiMaggio did that against the St. Louis Browns, who would later become the Baltimore Orioles. That's down. 1-1. How about DiMaggio doing that 2 years in succession in 1936 and 1937, and both against the Browns in Old Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, Chirinos has been very good with that sinker at the bottom of the zone, sharp here in this outing, and that's when he's at his very best. And he's been good pretty much all season for the Rays, but when he's down there with that kind of late life, tough to elevate him.
Foul ball. Holds the count at 1-2. Yadi Chirinos. Foul back by Torres. There, Chirinos signed out of Venezuela. He's a free agent back in 2012. That's been part of what the Rays have done to rebuild their farm system to begin with. And boy, are they seeing some dividends from that. Free agent signs, drafting a little better, making trades, and it seemed to always getting in return 1 or 2 or 3 young players And we're seeing those players all come together here last year and this year. And more on the way. Did he go? He did not on the appeal down to Danley.
Well, smart enough to realize that you have to acquire players some way. And so you can do it through free agency. That's not going to be, you know, a big play for the Rays. Or you've got to get them in the draft, international signing bonus money.
Yep.
I always like to get that back in a trade because it's about developing players. And that's what this organization has to do. There's been a renewed emphasis on it. And you're seeing some of those pieces come up and contribute now.
Ground ball to short. And the throw to first in time to retire the side. Leadoff infield hit. Man left aboard. This game is tied 1-1.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Marriott Vacation Club Rentals.
Planning a vacation? Marriott Vacation Club Rentals has spacious vacation villas with all the comforts of home, including a master bedroom suite, a fully equipped kitchen, and a separate living and dining area. Plus, you'll enjoy guaranteed Marriott quality.
Florida residents receive 20% off a resort stay in Orlando. Visit MarriottRays.com.
We're finally back out in our yard.
But so are they.
Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action. It kills weeds, prevents crabgrass, and feeds so grass can thrive. Guaranteed.
Our backyard is back.
This is a Scott's Yard.
Looking for a Lexus today? Drive one now at Lexus of Tampa Bay and Clearwater. For a limited time, you can lease a new 2019 Lexus ES 350 for only $379 a month, or step up to a new 2019 Lexus RX 350, just $389 a month. Experience amazing right now at Lexus of Tampa Bay and Clearwater. AutoNation companies. Visit LexusofTampaBay.com or LexusofClearwater.com.
We live for this.
What a blast. Meadows putting on some kind of hitting exhibition on this road trip. That baby's gone. Meadows does it again for the Rays.
I'm Austin Meadows. Fox Sports Sun is your home for Rays baseball.
Chevy Prospect Spotlight shining on Brendan McKay, the lefty out of Louisville. Last night, Jacksonville. 6 innings of shutout baseball, 6 strikeouts, just 68 pitches. Brendan McKay and Montgomery with the biscuits. 5th inning begins. Yandy Diaz hits a high pop foul, carrying out a play for a strike. Be interesting. Keep an eye on, as we try to do throughout the season, an eye on what's going on in the minor leagues. And McKay's kind of interesting. You know, depending on how this thing works its way out, you never know when later on, late in the season, you might see a hard throwing left-hander and put him to good use.
Well, he's certainly figured out how to pitch in Double-A.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been absolutely dominant down there, and I'm sure has done enough to warrant the call to Durham, at least as far as a pitcher goes. But yeah, you never know, and this team's going to be in that position that they're going to look to add.
Fly ball center field. Hicks will go back to the track. He's going to have room, and right there in front of the 385 marker, hauls it in for the first out.
That shot right there kind of shows you the strength of Yandy Diaz. A little bit off balance, kind of reaching for that pitch, and still pushed it all the way out to the 385 mark in this ballpark. Third time through, third look at CC.
Here's Tommy Pham. Pitches up. Well, that's pretty much been the game plan for New York, to get 5 from him and not expose him any more than they have to a lineup the third time through. Two 2-0. There's still And you can see, in fact, we saw it down at Tropicana Field, the competitive streak that stays with Sabathia coming out after 5. He would have liked to have stayed a little longer.
Well, I mean, the vast majority of his career, he's been the horse, the ace of the staff. And so he's used to pitching 6, 7, 8 innings every time out. This is a complete reversal for CC, being that 5 and fly guy.
It's popped down the right side into foul territory. Voit. Well, 2 up, 2 down in the 5th. Well, Sabathia now 38. Broke in with the Indians in 2001 and was a 17-game winner. He was 17-5, and that was the start of all of this.
How about that? How about 14 times he's gone into double digits in wins, and then of course the 19 seasons closing in on 250 wins, 38 complete games. See very many of those anymore.
Now Austin Meadows facing him. Around his feet. 1 ball, no strikes. Meadows singled, stole a base in the 1st. Drops that one on the corner for a strike. 1-1. Yankees got a run in the 2nd. The Rays a run in the 4th. Close to Meadows. 2-1. Abisail Garcia is on deck. Now 3-1. The Rays happy to have Meadows back in this lineup. He's up in the count, 3-1. And he takes it inside for ball 4. So the Rays will get a man aboard and will get Abisail Garcia to the plate. A couple of ground ball outs for Garcia tonight. Well, this is Saturday against Sabathia.
And straight away center field. Impressive. Not as impressive as the shot down in South Florida, but you'd take something like that right here. You know, will the Rays put Meadows in motion? He's already swiped a bag in this game. A slide step there by CC, and he was thinking the same thing.
And he throws a strike to Garcia. So Garcia hit that home run to center field on the 2nd pitch he saw in his 1st at bat. Oh, 0-1 the count here in the 5th. Up and away. 2-out walk, putting Meadows aboard. Now 1-2. What about the front? A ball, 2 strike count. A little popper backing out LeMahieu into short center. The second baseman makes the catch. Rays leave a man. We go to the bottom of the fifth, tied 1-1.
All Accords are on sale for just $249 a month during the Accord sales event. Accord, a car and driver's 10 best, a record 33 times. Drive Accords for $249 a month. Our most impressive Honda ever. Loaded with more options, including a turbocharged engine and Honda Sensing, for less than the competition. Only $249 a month this week at your local Honda dealer.
I can't believe it.
That we just hit the mother load of soft serve ice cream.
I got cones. Anybody wants one? No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
We struck sprinkles!
Believe it. Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
At Lazy Days, we're RV people. We can't wait to get to work, so we can help you save on over 1,500 RVs during mega markdowns. All 2018s and 19s must go, like new travel trailers, $99 a month. Lazy Days RV, I-4 exit 10.
But the best record in all of baseball now, the Rays, a lot of their offensive players have really kicked it in. They just get after it.
How could they not be looked at as one of the more talented teams in the American League right now?
A line drive home run for Yandy Diaz. Still on the move. He got deep to center. Gone. Throw down. Yeah, gonna get it. Out at second base.
Strike three call. Game over. Rays win.
Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun, brought to you by W.B. Mason. Who but W.B. Mason, the official office supply company of the Tampa Bay Rays. By Lazy Days RV, your RV authority. By AutoNation. Shop now at AutoNation.com. And by your local Toyota dealers. Big swing and a miss by Clint Frazier to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. Frazier called out on strikes in his last at bat. That was against Ryan Stanek, facing Yanni Chirinos, and is down 0-2. Ground ball by the mound over to his left. Wow, and he makes the play. He started on the shortstop side of second, but angled over there to his left. One away.
Well, the Rays in another tight game where every pitch is a big pitch. You're trying to match Sabathia, who's done a great job here tonight against this Rays lineup. One mistake to Willie Adames. Outside of that, he's been very, very good, and the Rays pitching staff has had to match that and will continue to have to match that.
Brett Gardner up and away. And tomorrow afternoon it will be Blake Snell and Masahiro Tanaka. Charlie Morton scheduled to pitch in Sunday's game. That's a strike, 1-1. And the Yankees, after that rough start at home when they began 3-6, have won 12 of their last 15 at home.
Yeah, they turned it around in a big way and took back ownership of this building.
High foul, well out of play. It's 1-2.
And what a steadying force Aaron Boone has been for this team. All of the flux on the roster.
Through it all, he has said it's going to be fine. And it has been fine. Tapper foul off his foot. The ball rolling down the first base line, but foul.
I think there was that realization that they had a lot of depth. They had different guys that they could use to plug in. There still had to be some apprehension, but I mean that list continued to grow. You know, we talk an awful lot about their lineup, and we mentioned Betances earlier, but how about their number 1 and 2 starter are on the DL now with Paxton and Severino?
Yeah, the Yankees filed their taxes, and they've got hot and won 20 of their next 27 after April 15th.
It is always a relief when that's done.
Foul ball right back. Still a ball, 2 strikes. Chirinos following Stanek. And a foul ball the other way this time. Well, Chirinos followed Stanek in the game last Saturday at Tropicana Field against New York and emerged with a win. The Runners' record to 5-1, pitching 4 innings in that game. Chop left side, Robertson, gloves and throws and plenty of time. Well, that's 2 up, 2 down, and 4 ground ball outs in a row. And that's what you love to see from Chirinos. There's the line from his last time out against the Yankees. En route to a 7-2 victory.
And he's been even better here tonight. He's been sharp. That sinker, especially when he's down in the bottom half of the zone, has been really good.
Urshela shoots one up the right side. That's fair. Hits the sidewall and kicks out to Garcia. And that will hold Urshela to a single. He got it just fair. And then it ricocheted where the stands jut out toward the foul line to the advantage of the Rays.
Yeah, you lose a lot of room down there, and that slider stays middle of the plate. Urshela inside out. Watch this right here. That got some action on it. It is fair, but how about that carom? A Rays carom.
Two-out single. Urshela 2 for 2. And back to the top of the order, DJ LeMahieu. Popped to the second baseman Lau in the 3rd inning. That was an at-bat against Chirinos. One and 0. Ground ball, shortstop. A step on the bag to take care of New York. We're headed into the 6th inning. The Rays and the Yankees tied 1-1.
Your summer starts here. Time to hit the road with a great deal on a new Toyota. And who knows what fun treats you'll find along the way. Like barbecue, lobster, beignets, street tacos. What is lengua? It's tongue. Oh.
Right now, during Toyota's Summer Starts Here event, lease a new 2019 Toyota Tacoma SR5 Double Cab V6 for just $209 a month for 36 months.
Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
He died of a heroin overdose. My son wasn't a druggie. Tell me what happened. He got mixed up with some gangster. I'm gonna kill him. What are you doing? My job. What makes you think you can kill a man? I read it in a crime novel.
Rated R. Buy or rent today and watch anytime, anywhere on your favorite screens with DirecTV Cinema. Movie start at channel 125.
Attention, all women who have been diagnosed with ovarian cancer. In February 2016, a manufacturer of talcum powder was ordered to pay $72 million by a jury to a woman who died of ovarian cancer after 35 years of using the manufacturer's talc-based products. If you or a family member has been diagnosed with ovarian cancer and used talcum powder prior to the diagnosis, call Talcum Powder Advocates today.
Please call 800-590-9015.
1-1 ball game. Home runs the difference in this one. Kendrys Morales hit his first home run as a member of this New York Yankee club, his 2nd of the year. connecting off Stanek in the second inning, and Willie Adames got the Rays even with a leadoff home run in the fourth inning. Willie's second home run of the season. It has been Stanek and Chirinos for the Rays, CC Sabathia for New York. And it's Adames to face Sabathia here to begin the sixth. Pitch is inside, 1-0. That's the 70th pitch of the night for Sabathia as he opens the sixth inning. One and one. The line on Sabathia tonight. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and the home run. Fly ball back into center field. A lot of room out there for Hicks. One away. Now Daniel Robertson. Now Robertson looks for his first hit of the evening. 0 for 2. And an opening strike. Rays making their first visit of the year to Yankee Stadium. The count is 0-2. And interesting, the Rays are going to be finished playing the Yankees here right after the All-Star break.
Yeah,
That'll be
strange.
their third trip in. This is the first. They've got another one, and then one right after the break. There's a liner and a base hit into left field off the bat of Robertson on an 0-2 pitch. And they have a base runner. And the Rays have had runners in every inning.
Yeah, that fastball, they're trying to come in there once again, and Robertson able to fight it off. You see again Sanchez sitting up high and in. Drops it into left field. Well, that Yankee bullpen starting. They're pulling the tarp off now to get somebody going, but the next couple of hitters are going to get their crack at CC at minimum.
Travis d'Arnaud takes a strike, upper part of the zone. Upstairs, it's 1-1. d'Arnaud picked up his first hit as a Ray back in the second inning. 1 for 2 tonight. That puts him behind in the count. Hit the line drive to left in the fourth inning that turned Gardner around a little bit before he caught the ball. The right-hander Ottavino up in the bullpen now for New York. And a foul-tipped strikeout. That pitch up and right back into the mid of Sanchez.
Boy, he lulled him to sleep with the soft stuff away and then tries to come cutter up and in. Ends up being up middle, but he was able to still get the foul tip strikeout. And you could see by his reaction on the mound, not at all happy with the mislocation. Knows at this point of the game you cannot be leaving pitches up or down out over the heart of the plate.
Brandon Lau has walked and singled. And he did go, says Ted Barrett. Well, base runners spread around through the first 6 innings. And a take on a pitch a little wide there. Checking in plenty of time. 1-1. One and two. Well, Sabathia ahead of Lau with 2 outs and a runner aboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he got him. Struck him out in front. Pitch breaking down and away from him. 1-1 ball game.
Introducing the complete steakhouse dinner now at Outback. Get your choice of soup or salad, entree like our signature sirloin, and dessert starting at $14.99. Hurry in for this complete dinner before it's completely gone. And try our everyday lunch combos starting at $7.99.
Memorial Day is one of the most popular days to get engaged.
During our Memorial Diamond Days, get the highest diamond trade-in values of the year.
No one can match our diamond savings account, where anyone that ever purchased a Golden Diamond Source diamond receives 100% of its value towards a new diamond purchase. From now through Memorial Day, we'll also be offering 5-year interest-free financing, where you can get a $5,000 diamond for only $83 a month.
During our Memorial Diamond Days, get the highest trade-in values of the year.
And up to 5 years interest-free financing.
Only at the Golden Diamond Source.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
And a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. The all-new BMW 3 Series. Visit your South Florida BMW centers today for exceptional offers.
Introducing the complete steakhouse dinner now at Outback. Get your choice of soup or salad, entree like our signature sirloin, and dessert starting at $14.99. Hurry in for this complete dinner before it's completely gone. And if you want Outback at home, order now.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium, where the Rays and the Yankees are tied at 1 apiece. Well, this week, the Tampa Bay area lost a radio legend. Steve Dumig of WDAE passed away after a long battle with brain cancer. He was heard on the airwaves in the Bay Area for over 25 years. And today, before Kevin Cash started his press conference, he wanted to address the loss. He said, it was sad news today when I heard about Steve Dumig. He had a lengthy battle, and he said, I want to reach out and support his family. He said, you didn't listen to sports radio in the Bay Area and not know who he was. He said, we wish his family well, and we are thinking about all of them. He'll be sorely missed, guys.
You're right about that. And our thoughts and prayers go out to his family. Hicks leads it off. Aaron Hicks. Yanni Chirinos with a count of a ball and a strike to Hicks. Boyd next, and then Sanchez. One. Ryan Stanek worked 2 innings, 26 pitches. Chirinos with 3 innings under his belt, beginning the 6th inning here. Hicks back with a strike at the very bottom of the zone. 2-2. Much time for Hicks, who steps back. And that is ball 3. The count is full. Well, big season for Hicks last year when he had 27 home runs, 90 walks. Chops it down to first. Diaz takes care of that. One gone. Well, coming up tomorrow on Rays Live, pregame show presented by your local Honda dealers. Blake Snell against Masahiro Tanaka. That's a rematch. Doug Wechter will talk spin rate tomorrow on the pregame show.
You don't want to miss that. That's one of the new buzz phrases in Major League Baseball today. Spin rate and exit velocity and launch angle and xFIP.
Ooh, this one's fair. Getting past the diving Robertson into the left field corner, and Voit is on his way to second with a stand-up double. They did it hard, perfectly placed.
Just inside the bag at third, and those are not boos that you're hearing, Dwayne. Those are loogs here at the stadium. That ball right off the end of the bat in a chopper. But you see, Robertson was pulled off the bag quite a ways, and that's why that thing was able to sneak down. You give up that little piece of property, and Voit put it right there.
Well, the Yankees with a man in scoring position. Kyle Snyder's going to head to the mound with Gary Sanchez coming up here. Well, the Yankees scored their run on the solo homer by Morales in the second. They got a leadoff single from Voit in the fourth inning, eventually went to second base and was left there, and had not a base runner until Voigt's double here in the sixth.
And a long meeting here. Kyle Snyder, a lot to say as they try to game plan their way through this. As we were talking about it a couple innings ago, every pitch a big deal here on the road, a tight game, and even more so with that runner at second. Sanchez has been swinging a very powerful bat, leading this Yankee team in home runs. He's got 6 in the last couple of weeks.
6 homers and 11 runs batted in his last 13 games. 0 for 2 tonight. The pitch is down and covered by d'Arnaud. Chaz Rowe up in the bullpen for the Rays. Sanchez in his career 0 for 4 against Chirinos. Tie game. Runner on second, 1 out in the 6th. This one is down and blocked. d'Arnaud keeping that one within reach out in front of him. 2-0 the count.
Well, he's been good in that area here tonight. And think about this. Any one of those last 2 pitches gets away from him. And now Voigt's at third with less than 2. A lot easier to get him in that instance. But d'Arnaud all over those pitches in the dirt.
Now the 2-0. Fly ball center field. Heredia in line to make the catch. Holding at second is Voit. 2 gone. A big out there, down 2-0 in the count. And Sanchez is out number 2.
He didn't give in. Yeah, he did not give in. Just a 2-0 strike fastball. He went down and away with the breaking ball, and he got Sanchez to pull off of it and hit it off the end of the bat. That's just a great job of pitching there by Chirinos, not giving in to a hot, powerful hitter. And now he's 1 out away from getting out of the 6th.
Well, he has to face Kendrys Morales, who was accounted for the New York run with his first home run in a Yankee uniform. That came back in the 2nd inning. Pitch is down. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, in a series like this, it's inning by inning and really pitch by pitch.
And just no margin for error at all. Everybody's got to be on the tiptoes, locked into this game.
It's wide, down and away. 2-0. Torres on deck. There's a strike. Fastball and down, mid-90s. A 2-1 count. Liner into right field. Garcia's there to make the catch. Takes a tumble but hangs on, and that will take care of New York in the 6th. Sinking line drive off the bat of Morales, and Abisail Garcia there to grab it. We are through 6, headed into the 7th, tied 1-1.
Daddy. Hey, I was just about to head out for the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stay late tonight.
Tonight? You see, I got this thing I gotta get to.
But I've got a new shipment coming in. I'm gonna need somebody to hang.
No, what tonight is not tonight.
Look, I wish there was something I could do about it, but you're the only one that can handle this.
All right, let's get down to it. The Rays are coming up next right here on Fox Sports Sun.
Patty?
See you for the postgame.
I was your hero growing up. Play for 024.
Play for your childhood home.
Where you get stuck in traffic every day.
Your numbers are waiting to win with draw games from the Florida Lottery. Try these exciting games today. The Florida Lottery, it's your ticket.
Claim it!
After 30 years, we've learned that car crashes without a lot of visible property damage can cause serious injuries to the body. When someone is rammed from behind by a multi-ton steel vehicle, it does not take a significant crash to cause permanent damage. Disc herniations, disc bulges, nerve root impingement. These forever injuries can require hundreds of thousands of dollars in future medical care. We see it time and time again. If you've been in a car crash, call us at 800-555-6666.
Well, the Coors Light refreshing finish is that CC Sabathia is finally finished. And I'll tell you, he did a job tonight against this Rays lineup. You know, we've noticed it early and often. He's going to pitch these guys in and be aggressive with them. Fastballs and cutters, occasionally drop something off speed away, as he did right there to get Brandon Lau. And then yelling over at the Rays dugout once again, something else he's made a habit of against this Rays team. This is now the 3rd straight series that CC has made it a point to let the Rays know exactly what he thinks about him. Right into the dugout.
He departs in favor of Ottavino, a right-hander, in the first pitch to Kevin Kiermaier on the pinch hit for Heredia. That first pitch, a strike. Adam Ottavino and Sabathia. 84 pitches in 6 innings.
You know, Dwayne, that was going to be my second bullet point. We changed it to get him out of there because we noticed all those fastballs in, but originally it was shut him up. Because, you know, you remember a season ago he hit Sucre,
yeah,
and told the Rays this is for you and yelled into their dugout. And then after Chirinos hit Luke Voit in the most recent series, he was at the top step yelling at the Rays dugout, telling them what he thought of him. And then once he got Brandon Lau, but, you know,
very expressive.
He was very
in his
expressive.
advancing years.
Yes, yes, he is. Especially here against the Rays. And you thought, okay, you shut him up by putting some runs up on the board against him. But we're not able to do that outside of the one.
Kiermaier's called out on strikes. Fastball, knees, inside corner.
Perfect pitch.
What a location.
Think about it. And watch where he starts it, Dwayne. He starts the ball off the plate in, and that's why you see Kiermaier's hands go up. He gives up on it, and it catches the corner. And he's asking, okay, was that down? Trying to buy any way he can. Down, in, and then just perfectly placed.
Pitch is down, 1-0. Ottavino has not given up a run in his last 9 appearances. That spans a little over 10 innings of work. Ground ball, scoop by Torres. The throw to first. 2 up and 2 down. Ottavino pitched a scoreless inning against the Rays on that first game of the series last Friday at Tropicana Field, and really was not himself. He struggled through that inning, walked a couple, gave up a bunt single, and managed to get a strikeout, then a double play ball and get out of that. The Rays did not score. New York went on to win that game 4-3. That was a big spot in that game. 1-0 the count to Tommy Pham. More action in the Yankee bullpen. The pitch is wide. 2-0, and there's not a lot of relief for the opposition when you look down into their bullpen, because it is deep. Canley's up now. Stayed in. 3-0 the count.
Ottavino's been good. You've got Canley. Chad Green is back. You got Zach Britton, Aroldis Chapman. I mean, one after the other. That's kind of what we talk about with them being able to shorten games, and that's not even counting Betances, who's not back yet.
4-pitch walk drawn by Pham. He's on for the second time tonight. And it's going to be Austin Meadows here against Ottavino.
Dylan Betances right there holding court. Luis Severino to his left. Another big gun that's on the IL.
Sanchez taking a little time on the mound, chatting with Ottavino. John Campaign goes out to move that conversation along. And as they do, out of the dugout comes Boone. The Rays have the left-handed bat of Meadows coming up, and that's going to be it. Ottavino gives up a 2-out walk. Call to the bullpen brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
It's the Memorial Day sale at Ace.
The best time to buy a grill from our exclusive lineup of premium brands.
Get free assembly and free delivery on grills $3.99 and up, plus free fuel.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Planning a vacation? Looking for big spaces and great places? Marriott Vacation Club Rentals has spacious vacation villas with all the comforts of home, including a master bedroom suite, a fully equipped kitchen, and a separate living and dining area. Plus, you'll enjoy guaranteed Marriott quality.
Florida residents receive 20% off a resort stay in Orlando. Visit MarriottRays.com.
The new Range Rover Evoque with ClearSight rear view mirror. Land Rover, above and beyond.
1-1 ball game. Turn your favorite numbers into winning numbers when you play one of the Florida Lottery's exciting draw games. Your numbers are out there. Play them today. The Florida Lottery, it's your ticket. Claim it. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly. Tommy Canely will get the call. Ottavino 2/3 of an inning, a strikeout and a walk. So he departs with a man aboard. Canely's on for the 20th time.
Well, how good has he been? 16 2/3 innings, and he's got an ERA of 1.08. One fastball, slider, changeup. The changeup has been a very, very effective pitch for him. And that's what you got to believe is in store here for Austin Meadows at some point, trying to stay away from him, soft away, trying to get him to roll over a changeup. We'll see how he gets there.
Well, Meadows getting his first look at Canely. Pham walked on 4 pitches. So he's the runner set up at first. The pitch is a strike.
Well, he went right to the changeup. Wondered how he was going to get there. How about right out of the gate? 89 miles an hour. That fastball, he'll get it routinely up into the mid-90s. Going to go right back to it.
And 0-2. Yeah, he hasn't wasted any time with that. with the deception.
Well, I guess if you're going to get that kind of movement on it, you don't need to set it up. Too much downward. Look at that. They're going to go 3 in a row.
And he takes it wide. A ball, 2 strikes.
When he comes with a fastball here, it's going to look like it's about 103 miles an hour.
And from him, it might actually be that. Close to it.
Let's see. Shake, shake again. How about that? Oh, it's subterfuge. Shake, shake like you're going to go to something hard. And actually, they're going to go with the changeup the whole time.
And a liner base hit into center field. So Meadows down 1-2. Strokes that one into center field, moving Pham up to second.
You know, those shakes, and those were shakes given by Gary Sanchez. He didn't put pitches down. He was giving him the shake. And so you're trying to just get into the head of the hitter when you do that. And Austin Meadows was having none of it. How about him going down and getting that pitch and going the other way? That's what has made him such a good hitter here in 2019. Not trying to pull that pitch. I'll just shoot it up the middle the other way, take my base hit.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that gives you reason to believe that that excellence will continue.
Sustainable.
Yeah.
The approach is rock solid.
Here's Abisail Garcia. 0 for 3 tonight. 2 men on with 2 men out in the 7th. Garcia 0 for 1 in his career against Canely. Pitch is down. Sabathia, Ottavino, and now Canely. And there's ball two. Fastball this time down. Adames on deck. Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Garcia loses his helmet. Garcia and Canely were teammates of the White Sox for a couple of seasons. The 2-1. It's fouled. 96 with the fastball. 2-2. Two men out. 2 men on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count. Canely and Garcia. Here it is. And a swing and a foul tip strikeout. The Rays leave 2. Here's the strikeout pitch to end it. We're in the middle of the 7th, still tied 1-1.
Getting into hot water is all right by you. Laundry, dishes, bath time. There's no stress with scheduling. You get things done without the worry. And the household rejoices. When heating water with natural gas, you have hot water when you need it, save money, and earn a rebate up to $675. Your home. Our safe, reliable, efficient energy. Love natural gas. Find rebate details at peoplesgas.com.
If you have a garden, you know weeds are low-down little scoundrels. Draw the line with Roundup. The Sure Shot wand extends with a protective shield to target weeds precisely and kill them right down to the root. Roundup brand, trusted for over 40 years.
Wow!
Yeah! There we go.
This Memorial Day, start your summer off right in a new Chevrolet.
Oh, wow.
It's time to upgrade. You guys outdid yourself there.
It's kind of amazing.
An exciting summer begins at your Chevy dealer this Memorial Day.
I'm going to go and get a Chevy.
Current GM owners can get $3,000 total cash allowance on all Equinox LT models when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, Rays fans, Rich Hollenberg, Doug Wechter back in our Fox Sports studio prepping for Rays Live, the postgame brought to you by WB Mason. Much like you discussed in our Rays Live pregame show, it looks like this game's going to be coming down to the back end of the bullpens.
Both bullpens are so strong. You got Chapman on one side, we got Alvarado and still Diego Castillo. It'll be very interesting to see what happens the next couple innings in the Bronx.
High drama from the Boogie Down. We send you back to Yankee Stadium now. Dwayne Stats, Brian Anderson finish things up in Game 1 of this 3-game series. Boys?
Thank you very much. The Rays and the New York Yankees. Bottom of the 7th inning, we'll find Kevin Kiermaier patrolling center field after hitting in the top half of the 7th. And you see Yanni Chirinos prepping to face New York in the bottom of the inning. Tonight's Geico great moment. It was on this date in 2010. Jason Bartlett executes the first walk-off bunt in franchise history, squeezing in John Jaso from third. And the Rays defeat the Indians 4-3 in 11. Well, here the Rays hooked up in this one-run ball game. 2 innings for Ryan Standing. Chirinos since then given up no runs, 4 hits, and 4 innings of work.
How about no strikeouts? Forcing him to put the ball in play, and he's been very, very good, and he's had to be. This game's been 1-1. After Willie hit that home run to tie it, you turn to Chirinos and say, keep him right there, and back and forth we go.
Gleyber Torres will open the bottom of the 7th. And both bullpens start to get busy. Pitch to Torres is upstairs. A ball, no strikes. Rowe had been up earlier. He's up again and joined by Adam Kolarek. 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Torres. Clint Frazier next, and then Brett Gardner. Two and one. Chirinos 3 pitches into the 7th, 60 pitches on the night. And there is a strike call on the outside corner, down around the knees. Torres puts up a little bit of a dispute. The count evens, 2-2. And a miss a little bit wide there. Fastball, full count. Into the seats the opposite way. The Yankees scored in the 2nd on the Morales home run off Ryan Stanek. Rays tied it in the 4th on the home run by Willie Adames off CC Sabathia. Strike 3 call on that outside corner. Fastball out there, and Torres turns as a parting word.
Yeah, he gave up on that pitch because it started off the plate away. Watch this. And boy, it sinks it right back, and it was maybe a hair off. These are 2 pitches that are too close to take, but 95, and you're able to get that hitter to give up on it, thinks it's a ball away, and that late action takes it back to get the call.
First strikeout for Chirinos. Here's Clint Frazier. Strike 1. Frazier called out on strikes in the 2nd, grounded out to 2nd his last time up. 1-1. Green up in the bullpen for New York. One good arm after another out of these bullpens. 1-2. Red Sox lead Houston 1-0. With the Astros batting in the top of the 7th. And a cut and a miss. Frazier is out on strikes. So back-to-back strikeouts featured here by Chirinos.
And that's going to do it for him. Here comes Kevin Cash, going to make the move. Go to Adam Kolarek. What a job by Chirinos in his 4 2/3.
So a call to the bullpen brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
Maybe we could live in a house like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
When you start on a thick, delicious milkshake, using a straw might seem like a perfectly reasonable thing to do, but you'll learn. Don't send a straw to do a spoon's job. Steak and Shake's famous handmade milkshakes, made the old-fashioned way, thick and creamy and served in a frosted glass. Come in for half-price milkshakes during happy hour, every weekday from 2 to 5, only at Steak and Shake.
This is the story of John Smith. Not this John Smith, or this John Smith, or any of the other hundreds of John Smiths that are Humana Medicare Advantage members. No, it's this John Smith, who we paired with a Humana team member to help address his own specific health needs. At Humana, we take a personal approach to your health to provide care that's just as unique as you are, no matter what your name is.
Rays, Yankees, tomorrow on Fox Sports Sun.
Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun, brought to you by your Southern Chevy dealers and by Busch Gardens. Ride Florida's tallest launch coaster, Tigress, new at Busch Gardens, now open. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 7th inning. Great job by Yonny Chirinos tonight as he gives way now to Adam Kolarek to come on, matching up against Brett Gardner.
And how about this, Dwayne? The moment that we mentioned no strikeouts, what's he do? Goes out and gets back-to-back before coming out of that game.
Now the first pitch to Gardner is outside, 1-0. Kolarek on for the 21st time. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Boy, there's something about Kolarek's delivery that makes a hitter, and Gardner felt that ball was going to be well off the plate, and in fact it had plenty of the corner, but there's some deception there. You see a lot of hitters with the same reaction, particularly lefty on lefty here.
Well, look where he starts. First of all, the arm angle is the main reason. He's in the middle of the rubber. He has a little bit of cross body fire, and he's throwing from from an angle. Kolarek's a tall guy, long arms, and that pitch looks like it's coming from behind you. It's an uncomfortable at bat for a lefty, without a doubt.
A little chopper foul.
And because by virtue of his arm angle being down there, sidearm, maybe even a little sub sidearm, you're going to get automatic action on the pitches. It's going to have that little dart run. Tough for a hitter to elevate, especially a left-handed hitter.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And he taps it foul.
I mean, look at those swings. Very defensive. You're just trying to put the ball in play and maybe let your speed do a little bit of work. Kolarek's doing a great job of keeping the ball down.
Ground ball. Wow, there on a couple hops, takes care of that. And Gardner is out, number 3. We go to the 8th, tied 1-1.
Try before you buy with Prime Wardrobe.
I love my job. I'm there when people need me. They count on me because I do what it takes. Whenever,
Great, thanks.
wherever. I don't do it for praise. I want to make them happy. I'm proud to work for an American company. I drive for WB Mason, and nobody does it better.
Up the middle, diving stop. I did not think that play was possible.
Hands up if you're ready to party on Friday with your Rays. Head to your local participating 7-Eleven to pick up a voucher for $7.11 tickets. Continue saving with $5 Bud and Bud Lights on the Budweiser porch. Visit RaysBaseball.com/specials. Rays up.
Now time for T-Mobile's connection to the game. Christian Yelich with the Brewers staying in hot pursuit of the Cubs. Christian Yelich has done his part and more last night, 3 for 5 with a couple of home runs and a double, and his average third in the major leagues at .342 and 18 home runs for Yelich. And the Brewers could use a lot of that tonight. The Braves have just scored 5 in the bottom of the 6th to take an 8-0 lead on the Brewers. But boy, what numbers put together by Yelich.
I mean, a year after winning the National League MVP, showing that was no fluke at all. And I'll tell you that Milwaukee, very good team. As we look at Chad Green's come on for the 12th time. At ERA 14.5, but he looked good against the Rays when they saw him at Tropicana Field.
And there's a strike to Willie Adames. Greenlee worked a third of an inning, gave up a hit, picked up a strikeout. It's down 1-1. Green, another one of those strong arms out of the bullpen. Adames trying to catch up to 96, and he is down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul right back into the screen. Still a ball, 2 strikes. The Yankees got Green from the Detroit Tigers. That was back in 2015. Two balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Robertson on deck. High popper. LeMahieu, the second baseman. 1 away. 1 out, bases empty, and now a word from Horse Soldier Bourbon Whiskey.
Horse Soldier Bourbon Whiskey.
Legendary spirits made by legendary men.
One out in the inning. Daniel Robertson about to step in. Robertson 1 for 3 tonight. Strike. Two. Battle of the bullpens now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, this Yankee bullpen's so formidable. They've got, obviously, playing in their home ballpark going for them, but you're looking for that one mistake. One mistake, and you've got to capitalize on it to get something going.
There's a fly ball deep to right, down the right side toward the corner. Fair ball into the corner. On his way to second, a double for Robertson, an 0-2 pitch. And he drops a double into the corner.
Well, ask and you shall receive.
Anything else you need?
Well, you know what? How about another mistake here to get this run in? 0-2, too hittable of a pitch. Up and out over, and Daniel Robertson puts a nice swing on it, drops it into the corner, and here you go.
Well, here is the opportunity now for the Rays. Fifth double of the year for Robertson. Travis Garneau, and he skies this one. A big league pop up to be sure. Torres takes care of that. The shortstop backing a few steps into the outfield. Well, 2 gone with Robertson still at second base. And Brandon Lau about to step in. Lau has walked, singled, and struck out. All of that was against the lefty Sabathia. Now the hard-throwing right-hander Green. Strike one. Up and away. It's 1-1. Green, 27 years old, with a very good arm. Two. Green a year ago, very heavy with that fastball, but when he told you the slider after showing you that fastball, pretty tough. It's away well off the plate at 97.
Yeah, and that's all he's been doing in this at bat is showing you the fastball, nowhere near being able to swing at it.
Two. The foul ball back. Fastball out near the corner. Rays with a threat. The Rays have had base runners in every inning tonight. The Yankees have had base runners in every inning except for 2. It's a tie game, 1-1. second, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Green to Lau. And a fly ball back into center field. Hicks will go back. That's over his head against the wall. The Rays take the lead. Robertson scores on the double by Lau. It's 2-1 Tampa Bay.
Boy, how about the power of Brandon Lau? He goes down and gets that pitch down and away. Look at that, ball's down and away, leaning out over the plate, and then hits a missile that he's able to get over the head of Aaron Hicks way out there in deep center field. Wow.
So the Rays grab a 2-1 lead. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Pitch down and in. 1 ball, no strikes.
Never did venture back to the off speed. Stayed out there with the fastball on Brandon Lau. Even though that was a well-located pitch, he went out and got it with authority.
And I think it surprised everybody, including Hicks, that ball got over his head out there.
Yeah. I mean, I tell you, just when you think he's surprised you enough with his power, and we get to see it day in and day out.
Now, the point you made is pretty remarkable when you look at the location of that pitch and how he was able to drive that over Hicks' head in center field. Fouled into the screen. Well, the Rays with a lead and another man in scoring position. You don't want to be greedy, but in this case, why not?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Take as much as you can get.
For sure.
That's foul back. Fastball. The count is 2-2. And close, but wide, and the count is full. Well, that's one of those pitches you see the take and hold your breath for a second.
Oh yeah, you're just waiting to be rung up.
Now full count. Ground ball by the mound. Torres with the pickup, throw to first. That's going to skip. The Rays are going to get a run. Kiermaier's going to wind up at second, and it's 3-1. Lau scores. Kiermaier winds up at second.
Boy, the hustle of Kiermaier put a lot of pressure on Torres to make a clean and perfect play. A little nub shot, and he knows he's got to rush. Rushes too much. That throw not even close. And you can credit Kevin Kiermaier in the way that he gets out of the batter's box. That added pressure on the defense, and it gets the Rays another run.
Single and an E6. And the Rays have another run and a 3-1 lead. Now Kiermaier's at second for Yandy Diaz. He fouls it back for a strike. Well, the Rays now with 10 hits in this game. Diaz looking for his first hit. 1-1. Robertson's doubled into the corner with 1 out, started this. Ground ball shortstop. Torres with the throw to first in time. So the Rays come up with 2 runs in the inning. 3 hits, an error, and a man left. The big hit, Brandon Lau, shoots it over the head of Aaron Hicks. It's 3-1 Tampa Bay.
The new Range Rover Evoque with clear sight rear view mirror. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
No matter who you are
Is this like your costume?
No, this is me.
Wow.
or where you come from,
How did you two meet? It's quite a romantic story.
in prison, every dream
Are you here for the tryouts?
Yes.
is worth fighting for.
What the rock? We're huge fans.
Thank you so much.
We've been fans since you had hair.
Hey, it's a choice.
No, it looks good.
Browse more movies at channel 1100.
Hi, I'm Steve Perillo of Perillo Tours, and in Italy we say ciao, but in Hawaii we say aloha.
Perillo took us to Maui from Oahu. Is just out of this world. Pearl Harbor is just a moving experience.
So you feel like you're a Hawaiian princess.
I cannot wait to go back.
Call now for your free brochure. Call in the next 30 minutes and get this free $100 gift card. And don't forget to ask about our Italy tours. Call 800-852-6441.
Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun, brought to you by Advent Health, by your local Ford dealer, and by your local Honda dealer. Welcome back to New York. We're in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. Brandon Lau coming through with a big double to drive in the lead run, and then he scored to make it a two-run game. And as the Rays take the field with Diego Castillo on the hill, it is raining here in the bottom of the eighth, and you can see at this point it's starting to come down rather heavily. Fans are headed for cover. Gio Urshela leads off here in the bottom of the eighth inning against Castillo. The pitch is up and in. So rain here in the Bronx.
And they won't let it continue for very long as hard as it's coming down now. My goodness.
There's a strike. 1-1.
Yep.
And that's going to be it. Two pitches into the bottom of the eighth. And we're going to have a rain delay here after the Rays take the lead in the top of the eighth. Ground crew getting that tarp unrolled as quickly as they can. And some heavy rain falling at Yankee Stadium. Well, the Rays broke through with that two-run top half of the eighth. And then as we went to break and came back with Castillo on the mound, it started raining almost immediately at the end of the top half of the eighth and just continued to get harder and harder. And now we will have this game rain delayed. 3-1 the score. We'll take a break. A rosin bag that's not damp. That's Ted Barrett, the crew chief, coming on and looking for a dry rosin bag.
I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose to have a wet rosin bag.
Yes, it does.
I mean,
and I'm going to give Diego Castillo an A+ for that move.
Picks that up, felt like a sponge. Don't need a sponge back here. Need some rosin.
So we're all set. Urshela with a 1-1 count, and we will pick up play with this next pitch, and it's foul right back toward the New York dugout, taking the count To a ball and 2 strikes. 35 minutes rain delay. And the 1-2 pitch. Another little tapper foul. Well, we had a 1-1 ball game at the end of 7. And 1 out into the top of the 8th. Daniel Robertson doubled into the right field corner, and an out later, Brandon Lau doubled over the head of Aaron Hicks to chase home a run. Lau later scored on a hit and an error. Ground ball fouled outside of third. So the Rays carry this 2-run lead into the bottom of the 9th. Urshela had a good series against the Rays at Tropicana Field. He is 2 for 2 tonight. Rays coming into this series leading the American League East by a half game over New York. And a foul ball again.
And doing a nice job of fighting off some tough pitches. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, sliders, trying to stay alive here.
Castillo trying to get the first out of the inning. One, 2 again. It's 100 miles an hour. Down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a foul ball one more time. Urshela putting up a battle. Castillo picked up the save in the 1-0 win Wednesday night. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Boy, that was quite a battle. And Castillo continued to fire in strikes and finally picks up the strikeout.
Where do you see the depth on this slider? How about that? Taking it right below the zone, right out over the heart of the plate, and just disappeared. You can't really fault Urshela there. He put up the best battle that he could, but Castillo just a little bit better with that pitch.
DJ LeMahieu in the batter's box. That's a little close at 100. Well, you pick up play after a 35-minute rain delay, and you got a 100-mile-per-hour fastball headed your way. And a strike, 1-1. Bit of that one foul, 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Aaron Hicks just off the DL is on deck, or the IL now, the injured list. Cut to miss. Boy, that is a tough pitch down and away. And LeMahieu is out on strikes.
I'll tell you what, Diego Castillo showing no ill effects from the rain delay. The stuff is filthy. Another slider there, and the depth that he's getting on it, the top to bottom, really starts to look like a 90-mile-an-hour curveball.
2 up, 2 down at the bottom of the 8th. Aaron Hicks is the hitter. He has struck out, flied out, and grounded out tonight. Rays have the shift on for him. 1 ball, no strikes. They're low stationed out there. Shallow right. Adames on the second base side. First base side of second. Little number, third base. Robertson picks and throws, and Hicks is out of there. 5-3 and 1-2-3. Go the Yankees. We go to the 9th. 3-1 Tampa Bay.
I was your hero growing up. Play for 024.
Play for your childhood home.
Where you get stuck in traffic every day.
Your numbers are waiting to win with draw games from the Florida Lottery. Try these exciting games today. The Florida Lottery, it's your ticket.
Claim it.
Every now and then, we all need a little escape. A place to take a brief vacation from the everyday. And that place is Bonefish Grill. Here, the Oak Grill crackles, preparing peak of season fresh fish just the way you like it. And Whitecoat Anglers offer handcrafted cocktails and service with an attentive touch. Whether it's date night or girls' night or just a spontaneous weeknight, Bonefish Grill is your neighborhood destination where it all comes together. So come to Bonefish Grill tonight and escape the ordinary.
Before opening day, the crew at T-Mobile Park made countless calls, getting everything ready for baseball. A trucker used his GPS to make sure the new signs got there in time. And the grounds crew sent 17 texts to double-check every detail. But when the sun set, they put down their phones and gave the game to the people who loved it most.
Our Toyota game summary for the Rays tonight. 3 runs, 10 hits. 2 of those runs coming in the 8th. 1 run, 5 hits, and an error charge to New York. Adames with a solo homer for the Rays in the 4th. Then we go to the 9th inning with Tommy Pham facing right-hander Jonathan Holder. Pitcher number 5 for New York. Pitch inside. Pham has been on twice tonight. He singled in the 3rd, walked in the 7th. There's a ball down, 2-0. Sabathia worked the front 6. He gave up the home run to Adames in those 6 innings. The Rays got the other 2 off Chad Green. 1 of those earned. Two and 1. Alvarado up in the bullpen for the Rays. It's fouled out of play to even the count. 2-2. Day game tomorrow, and that's a big pitching matchup. Blake Snell against Masahiro Tanaka. Coverage begins at 12:30 tomorrow. And a cut and a miss. Pham missed the fastball up.
Really good job of climbing the ladder there by Jonathan Holder. You know, both of these teams have really done a great job all season long of winning series. You hear guys talk about that all the time. Just win series and the season will take care of itself. You know, 3-game series, you're going to need to win 2 of them. And that's why that opening game of a series is so big. And the Rays in a tight-fought game here have the lead. Need to get 3 more outs.
There's Austin Meadows. He has a 2-hit night. Takes a strike. 2 hits and a walk for Meadows tonight. Officially 2 for 3.
He's put together some good at-bats, too. Some well thought out, executed.
It's a little close. 1-1. Yeah, he had a great at bat against Canely.
That was the 4 straight changeup at bat. And he finally was able to go down, get one out into left center field.
Yeah, he's been more and more impressive, not only with the results, but the way he gets there.
He just very rarely ever abandons his plan and then shows the ability to make adjustments during the course of an at-bat. That's not real easy to do either. And he's 2. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah, that's the thing. He's got a pretty good idea of the strike zone, and he very rarely complains, but that pitch was well off the plate. And instead of it being 3-1, now you're even up. Now you got to protect.
Pop foul. Will carry out a play. Well, the Rays and Yankees had 1 series of the season series out of the way. That was at Tropicana Field, and now the Rays' first visit into the Bronx. Two popped up. That will be foul and out of play. Well, Houston scored 3 in the 8th at Fenway and beat the Red Sox 3-1.
Wow. Yeah, obviously 2 big series that bear watching.
Ground ball right side. Mayhew makes his toss to first. So 2 up, 2 down in the 9th inning. All young Rays fans can be a part of the action with Rays Rookies Kids Club, presented by Outback Steakhouse. For just $10, kids receive a ticket to every Sunday home game, a Rays snapback hat, and a ticket to a Tampa Bay Rowdies home match, and more. Sign up now at RaysBaseball.com/RaysRookies. Avisail Garcia bats with the bases empty and 2 gone. A strike at the very top of the zone. Fouls that one back. Fastball up there. 2 outs, bases empty. An 0-2 count on Garcia. That's up and in, and he checked. Kerwin Danley confirming. The 1-2, he got him swinging. So the Rays are up and down in order. In the 9th inning, we go to the bottom of the 9th. 3-1 Rays.
Maybe we could live in a house like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
When you start on a thick, delicious milkshake, using a straw might seem like a perfectly reasonable thing to do, but you'll learn. Don't send a straw to do a spoon's job. Steak and Shake's famous handmade milkshakes, made the old-fashioned way, thick and creamy and served in a frosted glass. Come in for half-price milkshakes during happy hour, every weekday from 2 to 5, only at Steak and Shake.
This is the story of John Smith.
Sports Sun.
3-1 the score. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. We'll be with you tomorrow, and what a great pitching matchup that is. Blake Snell against Masahiro Tanaka. Our coverage begins at 12:30. The middle game of this 3-game series from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, Jose Alvarado will come on with the task of closing this one out.
Well, he is 4 for 4 in saves and an ERA of just over 1, 17 in the 3rd innings, 26 strikeouts, opponent average 140. Those numbers, well, I'll tell you, they speak for themselves. And you think about what he brings to the table with the release point, you know, high over the top, 99, 100 mile an hour fastball, a ton of movement to it, a slider with good depth. No surprise.
Well, he'll face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in this lineup. Voit to lead it off. Sanchez, then Morales due. Voit tonight, 2 for 3. And a single in the 4th, a double in the 6th. And sends a fly ball deep into right center field, and that ball is gone. On the first pitch, Voit takes it out to right center. And it's a 3-2 ball game. Well, hold on to your seats now, folks. A 1-run game.
And Dwayne, this is why you get greedy. You talk about that second run the Rays were able to plate. Stuff like this. Luke Voit, a ton of power, and he was hunting and ambushing fastball. Got one and put it into the bullpen.
Now Gary Sanchez. Sanchez 0 for 3. Pitch is down. Big cut and a miss. It's 1-1. Alvarado giving up his first home run of the year on the first pitch here in the bottom of the 9th. That's going to be in there, cut off by Pham. Sanchez will make the turn and stop at first with a single.
Now that was the key to that play right there. That ball off the bat's going to get down. The question is Tommy Pham going to get to it in time to keep Sanchez at first base? And he did. You keep the double play in order. This ball well struck by Sanchez, but look at Tommy angling himself back to get there, cut it off and get it in. You keep Sanchez at first. That's a nice play. Not going to show up in any box score, but well done.
We'll have a pinch runner. Jairo Estrada will run at first. Kenders Morales at the plate. The pitch is down. One ball, no strikes. And a little tap. That's a foul ball. That takes the count to a ball and a strike. Well, this game is tied 1-1 in the fourth. The Rays broke that tie with 2 in the 8th inning. And now a run in the bottom of the 9th on the home run. It's 3-2. And a move to first. Estrada back in. Alvarado worked an inning and a third Wednesday. Entered that game in the 7th. First time he's worked as early as the 7th inning this year. That's a cut and a miss. Now 1-2. Something extra on that last pitch to Morales.
Yeah, and a tough pitch to swing at, because what are you going to be able to do with that pitch besides hit it on the ground and probably right at somebody? And you could see Morales regretting swinging at that, and now he's down in the count 1-2. Alvarado can put him away here.
And he just missed with 100 there.
Boy, everybody flinched, including us.
That's right. So it's a 2-2 count. Gleyber Torres on deck. And a cut and a miss. Big strikeout there for the first out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. One down.
Good slider here. Alvarado, wow. Perfect back foot location. Sometimes that's all it takes. You get that first out of the way, and then you can get rolling from there. But it's not going to get any easier with Torres at the plate.
He came into the game hitting .290 with 8 homers and 20 runs batted in. .101 is low. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike. 100. 1-1. Voit opened with the home run. He had never seen a pitch from Alvarado. That was the first pitch he ever saw from him. And he hit it out to right center. Sanchez followed with a base hit. Estrada running for him. Morales struck out. Now it's 1-1 to Torres. It's lifted back, foul, out of play. 1-2.
On the last two pitches, probably the two best pitches that you're going to see. That 100-mile-an-hour fastball caught a lot of the plate. That was a hanging slider. And now you're down 1-2, and you look to Alvarado here to make the adjustment and get into a better area. Try to end this at bat as quickly as possible.
The 1-2 and a foul ball. Some low heat at 100 down around the knees. Alvarado ready, so is Torres. And a toss over to first. Stroll around the back of the mound now by Alvarado. Estrada the runner. After a long look, Alvarado delivers. And a swing, and just a little piece of that one. A foul ball catching d'Arnaud. And the count remains 1-2. Alvarado again, and a hot shot foul. We're 6 pitches into this at bat with a 1-2 count. One-two, and he fouls it again.
Well, he's putting up a good battle and fouling off some very tough pitches. And that's prompting a visit from d'Arnaud.
Well, Torres, for a young hitter, can be patient, and now down in the count, he is really battling.
Well, he fouled that pitch off. He fouled off a slider down and in. I'm not sure how he even got to it. I mean, that pitch was down and in. It was a pitch that was more extreme than the one he was able to strike out Morales with. And Torres showing that bat control, able to go down there and foul it off, stay alive.
Do it again with a count of a ball, 2 strikes. And he goes upstairs with 100.
That's okay. You change the eye level. Everything's been down. Down, 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 down. And that's how Torres, able to fight some of those tough pitches. And now you force those eyes to come up. Even if it's for just a pitch, you don't get the chase, but you still can try to expand here. And I would be, well, I'd be surprised if he didn't head right back down in the zone.
The 2-2. And this one bounds in.
Not that far.
So the count is 3-2. Stopped by Darno.
Or just yanked. Never gave himself a chance there. Look at that. That's a good 5-6 feet out in front of home plate at least. Another nice block. Darno's had a number of those here tonight.
So it's gone full. Estrada off first. "3-2" and a fly ball back into deep left field. That's going to be one hop and to the wall. Estrada is going to go to third. It's a double for Torres. Second and third, one out, bottom of the ninth. What an at bat by Torres.
That's why he is so highly regarded. And it was an excellent at-bat, and he finally got another mistake, and this time didn't miss it. Didn't actually hustle out of the box either, but different discussion for a different day. That ball absolutely blasted, gets over the head of Pham, and short hops that wall and left. And now you are going to go ahead and put Frazier on, load up the bases here with one out.
Frazier heads to first. The intentional walk. The first walk given up by Rays pitching tonight. It comes here in the ninth. The bases are loaded.
I'll tell you what, this is gutsy too. Here the Rays, they right now have the infield up. And so, okay, a ball on the ground, you cut the runner off at the plate, but by coming all the way up, and they're going to get Kyle Snyder out there. If they stay there, then a ball on the ground, you don't have a lot of range to work with. And if a big ground ball gets into the outfield, this thing's probably going to be over.
Well, Maben, the hitter, batting for Gardner. And the Rays with a major conference on the hill.
Yeah, I'd be real anxious to see how they play this.
Estrada, the pinch runner at third. He represents the potential tying run, the potential winning run. It's Torres at second. Frazier's been intentionally walked aboard at first. Finally break up the confab on the mound. And Maben, look at that against the Rays for his career, a .318 average.
And they are. They're being aggressive right here. Wow.
Infield up. The pitch to Maben. And it's a wild pitch. Down the line from third comes Estrada. And the game is tied. Torres goes to third. Frazier up to second.
That was just an overthrow, and Travis d'Arnaud had no chance. I mean, he just jumps all over this pitch, and you see he didn't have a chance to block that. Nothing he could do.
Want to know the count to Maben. He fouls it out of play. 1-1. Inning opened on the home run by Boyd on the first pitch. The tying run is scored on the wild pitch. 1-1 pitch to Maben. Down the right side, that's a foul ball. 1-2.
Well, now it's strikeout. Big time pitch here needs to be made by Alvarado. You put yourself in that position and out with no chance of moving anybody. That would be the game.
Maben went back after a new bat. Yankees have tied it in the bottom of the ninth. Only one out. And the 1-2. Ground ball third. Play at the plate, and the runner is out there. So Torres cut down. Robertson to Darno. Moving to third, Frazier. Here's the play at the plate. A nice reach.
Yeah, that ball almost got over his head. My gosh. That would have been devastating, but he flags it down, makes a nice throw to the plate, and now you get this out and you go to work in extras.
So Maben's at first. The runner over at third base, Frazier. Gio Urshela, 2 out of 3. And boy, he put up a big battle in the 8th inning before striking out against Castillo. Urshela batting now against Alvarado. The pitch is down, and moving up to second base is Maben. Pitch inside. 2-0. LeMahieu on deck. Seventh man to come to the plate in this inning. New York with 2 runs to tie. And a shot into center field. Kiermaier back over his head, and this game is over. Urshela shoots it into right center over the head of Kiermaier. The Yankees scored 3 in the bottom of the ninth and win this game 4-3. And with that, they will take over first place in the American League East. 4-9-1 for New York. 3-10-0 for the Rays. Holder's going to get the win. Alvarado will take the loss, and a tough loss for the Rays.
Absolutely, and this Urshela able to go down and get that pitch, a 2-0 count. He could hone in on the fastball, and he hit that thing so hard it was over Kiermaier's head just about before he got turned around. Did not have a chance in the world. And boy, what an unfortunate bottom of the ninth inning. I'll tell you what, Dwayne, against this team, the Rays haven't done very well after delays, whether it's the lights at Tropicana Field and giving up a bunch of runs or the rain delay here. The Yankees come back and get them, and going to have to quickly refocus because you got the day game tomorrow.
Yep, Rays see one slip right through their fingers as New York scores 3 in the bottom of the ninth. For Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats, hope you've enjoyed the telecast. It's not the outcome. Rays live, the post game comes your way next. So long. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
In a forest far, far away, Honey Bunny hopped around when a hawk scooped her up and dropped her on a water slide.
Go for the bedtime routine everyone's into. Go for the moment at Great Wolf Lodge. Explore the new summer camp-in.
Coors Light is cold filtered for brightness and clarity. The world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light.
You believe in high standards and great value. Good on you. Get ready for the summer season with Joseph Abboud linen sport coats for $199.99 and designer suits starting at $279.99. Now through Sunday, shop online and in-store. Only at Men's Warehouse.
All Civics are on sale for just $169 a month during the Civic sales event. Civic, KBB.com's best buy and Edmunds' most wanted car of 2019. Drive new Civics for $169 a month, loaded with more options including Honda Sensing, a suite of safety and driver assist technologies for less than the competition. Only $169 a month. Don't miss the Civic sales event this week at your local Honda dealer.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Lowe's knows you're the deal hunter who does things right, who's armed with research and finally ready to roll. We do it right, too, with huge savings on the brands you want. So happy hunting. Get up to 40% off select appliances like this Whirlpool laundry pair. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
With trouble-free printing and no wasted labels, Avery delivers a new standard in performance with SureFeed technology, providing you with a reliable print every time. Order Avery SureFeed labels from WBMason.com. Free delivery, fast shipping, unbeatable prices. Who but WB Mason?
This would be awkward if you were sharing these nachos with anyone but yourself. Nachos are now a meal with your choice of double the seasoned beef or slow-cooked shredded chicken, plus a medium drink. The $5 Grande Nachos box, only at Taco Bell.
Well, some unfamiliar territory for the Tampa Bay Rays in 2019. For the first time in 48 days, the Rays are not in first place in the American League East. Now the Yankees are atop the division by a half game. They win it in walk-off fashion. 4-3 is your final in Game 1 of this three-game series from the Bronx. Welcome inside the Fox Sports studio for another edition of Rays Live, the postgame brought to you by WB Mason. Alongside Doug Wechter, I am Rich Hollenberg.
Ugh.
That's the way this kind of the end of the...
That hurts, doesn't it? It hurts.
Kind of the way the end of this game went.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity, obviously, for the Rays to close things out. Jose Alvarado doesn't do that, but nobody is perfect, and we'll talk about that coming up a little bit later. This game obviously was moving along. It was a pitcher's duel, then the 35-minute rain delay, and then, listen, the Rays put themselves in a position to take Game 1 of this series.
Yeah, it's not really like you can blame that rain delay. I mean, Diego Castillo comes out here, and he goes out dealing after the 35-minute delay. So the delay really had nothing to do with it. It's just unfortunate that we had our spot. I mean, we put ourselves in a position to win, and this kind of thing does happen, especially when you go to New York and you got a lineup like New York has. It is so hard to beat the Yankees at home.
Jose Alvarado came into this game. We talked about him in the pregame show, some of the elite stuff of any closer in all of baseball.
You're saying I jinxed him in the pregame? Is that what you're saying?
One extra base hit in 18 appearances, and on the first pitch to Luke Voit, he ends up giving up a solo home run. That's where we lead things off with our WB Mason out of the box.
I'll do you one better. 54 straight innings without a home run allowed.
Oh.
How about that from Alvarado? Goes out there, first pitch from Voit, and you know the guy has power. He already had 2 hits on the day, a double and a single, so he's seen it well. For his 11th home run, he goes out and he just basically ambushes the fastball, and you know, wound up a souvenir in Yankee Stadium.
And then, of course, Gary Sanchez gets on. They put on a pinch runner for Sanchez, and then it just gets worse.
Right, that's the at-bat that right there you're thinking, okay, things are really turning in the Yankees' favor because Gleyber Torres put together, I think it was a 7 or an 8 pitch at-bat. BA was even talking about it. Some of the pitches he was fouling off should not have been fouled off.
Yeah. Cameron Maybin up as a pinch hitter, and Alvarado spikes one. Now we're tied at 3 with runners on second and third, and it was red alert time for Alvarado.
Yeah, absolutely. Here you go. I mean, this is a great play actually by D-Rob over at third base, having to jump up, get it, spin around, and throw a strike to d'Arnaud, and was able to do it. Now you're thinking you have a little bit of hope that we're going to get out of this, and not so much. Urshela really 2 for 3 on the night going into that at-bat, goes down, gets a 100-mile-an-hour fastball down and away.